Happy Wednesday night. Today is December 5th. This is Brianne C. Martin, aka the People Engineer. And so the first question I picked is from Miss Louisa. Shout out to you. Thanks for this question. How to reconnect with former coworkers from internships / past jobs after you have not done such a great job of staying in touch with them, right? Coworkers, supervisors, etc. So this is actually really funny because today I'm literally here in Seattle or Bellevue, as I previously mentioned. And there was a coworker of mine that I just always really admired. I kind of saw her as like my pretend mentor because I honestly didn't have enough time to actually meet with her or even really be mentored by her. But like literally just following her example, she's always been a role model of mine. She's a quality engineer at the company that I used to work for. And so honestly, I would just follow her, send her a message every now and then on LinkedIn. And when I say every now and then, it was maybe like once a year, like, hey, thought of you, hope everything is going well. And I kind of felt bad that it was so cliche, but I really didn't have anything to connect with her on a personal level. Like I said, she was just kind of someone I admired, to the point where I actually came to Seattle 2 years ago for the SHIP National Conference. Sent her a message like, hey, I'll be in town for a conference, would love to meet up. Ended up not working out. She was traveling for work and was like, no, like we're super swamped, I can't leave the plant, so on and so forth. So I was kind of like, oh, it's okay, like maybe next time, like when am I ever going to travel to Seattle again, so it was just kind of, I tried, right? And so again, 2 years later, here I am with a whole new company, a whole nother purpose, and I just happened to have the opportunity. And so I sent another message, and I literally, the last message I sent was like, oh, too bad, like maybe, another time. And so I sent her a message and was like, hey, I'm actually going to be in town this week. Is there an opportunity for us to meet, or would you have, free for lunch or even dinner? And I even told her, like, I'm in Bellevue, which again, I understand is, a little further away from Seattle, even area wise. And so she was like, no, actually it's fine. I can actually come even get you. Let me see if one of my coworkers can come with, like, it'll be really cool to catch up with you. And so sure enough, like I literally just got back from dinner with her. It was absolutely phenomenal. I didn't get to take a picture with her at all. But even funny enough, she was saying that she, follows me, and she thought it was really cool that I even, branded myself as the People Engineer. She obviously asked a few questions about it, asked about, me starting my company, and, we talked about, again, our adventures and all the fun stuff. She's actually a quality engineer, which is something I'm really passionate about. Again, I nerd out about all the processes and Six Sigma stuff. And so obviously just sharing like opportunities and stuff that was happening in industry, and even acknowledging different industry trends and kind of what we were seeing with different companies that obviously we were keeping our eye on, or that we had been a part of in the past, or even like looking forward to the future. It was just this really cool opportunity to really get to be on the same page. Like I said, we had never really been, again, like on a personal level, or really had a strong connection even before. So again, the question of reconnecting is just literally show that genuine interest. Like, hey, I feel like you have something of value to add, or vice versa. I'd like to either learn more from you, or I have something to offer you. Just that simple wanting to connect with someone, which I even mentioned in my Instagram stories last night, actually, is, people's biggest, I guess, want out of life, in life, from people. Not only do we have a sense of community, but we really want to feel important. So if you make it a point to say like, hey, for whatever reason, A, B, C, or D, or X, Y, Z, you really stuck out to me, or I'd like to learn more, or I really appreciate, these different skill sets, or these different objectives that you've achieved, or whatever it is that you want to stay in contact for them, tell that person. And something as simple as even a compliment, right? Of, hey, I appreciated what you do, or hey, I like the way you dress, or, have you ever thought about being able to mentor someone like me? Just being that opportunity to not even just flatter them, but give them like a genuine, authentic appreciation. People are more than happy to kind of open up. And especially, again, if you're just asking for them to share pieces of themselves, again, whether it be information or mentorship or advice, a lot of people are really, again, it means a lot to them that they're flattered enough to be able to share. Furthermore, again, if you're just genuinely wanting to learn, and you're excited, and you're eager, and you're passionate about it, people want to be around that, kind of vibrant energy, that excitedness. So by all means, I don't ever think it's too late. There is a general rule of thumb though to be proactive. The rule of 3: after meeting someone, follow up with them in 3 days, and then follow up again in 3 weeks. And then after that, kind of like on a 3-month basis, just kind of every quarter, whether or not it's an update or sharing a follow-up. Obviously, again, that's kind of building a new relationship. If you can do that, again, that's great. And then if not, again, I don't ever think it's too late. If there's someone that for whatever reason it comes up to mind, I would say obviously try to avoid like using people. That's definitely never a good thing. But simply just having that curiosity or authentic, like, hey, I'd like to get to know this person. Specifically, even for myself, again, I've just have been so busy the last few years just focusing on my career and like what I want to do and my goals. To where now it's like, I really want to find people that have similar ambitions, and I've never really had a group of girls that I could turn to, or women that I could trust and have kind of that sisterhood with. So that was my intentional goal of doing that. And I just really reached out to women that I was like admiring, or hey, like I would love for you to be my best friend. I feel like I hadn't had that. I would share that authenticity or even just vulnerability with them, and lo and behold, I mean, granted, I don't see them as often as I would like, or we don't, meet for Friday night girls night all the time. But just like that opportunity to really have that one-on-one genuine connection with someone. Again, I was very intentional with reaching out to these women and just saying like, hey, I appreciate what you're doing. Again, even just doing that, it's just funny again how this all kind of like manifests itself, but I'm being very intentional. I'm very open and direct with, what I want and what I expect and what I'm looking for. I'm meeting up another wonderful group of women again here in Seattle. Like, when do I ever come to Seattle? With one of the girls from Instagram, and a lady that's kind of driving forward and creating a sense of community for other women, inspiring women in STEM and the big SciComm community. And but again, it's just simple things like that where I just say, hey, I'd like to meet up with you. Like, you're in Seattle, I'll be there. And it just so happens she's coming back from vacation. So again, it's little stuff like that. Again, I would just say be genuine. Again, have a genuine interest. And again, just how you simply reconnect with former coworkers. Again, that's even almost an opening line. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, or, hey, it's been a while. How you doing? Or, what are you doing nowadays? Use that as an opportunity, or even laugh at yourself. Acknowledge, hey, I always, wanted, you were my dream mentor or something. Again, you can kind of be however creative, funny, silly, goofy yourself, but just really, again, have that genuine interest in them. So I could again just keep rambling with so many more examples, or even how I would break the ice. If you have an example or a story you can share, please drop it in the comments below. Again, I know multiple people would love to be able to connect, whether it be an internship or even maybe someone you knew from middle school and would like to just catch up with. Again, there's just so many different opportunities, and the reality is you just can't be afraid to be rejected. That's always an option. But again, the more that you kind of delay, you're only making it worse on yourself. So again, be genuine. Let them know again what you're interested in, hoping to achieve with again that reach out or that relationship, or even just that investment within what the two of you can offer each other. Again, let me know if there's any other topics, comments, questions, concerns. Again, please feel free to share your story or your own experiences or advice down below for anyone else. Again, thank you, Louisa, for your question, and I will check you all tomorrow for day, I guess, whatever day we're on for Vlogmas. But thanks so much for joining. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Wanna bye.